Arsenal is spoiling the beautiful game of football. Arsenal is spoiling the fluidity of how football is supposed to be played on the English Premier League and even in Europe. Yeah, that is the narrative that there is right now. That is the discussion that is being peddled right now. That is what they are talking about. And I'm sitting here and I'm asking myself why. And I realize the only reason as to why they are saying that Arsenal is spoiling the beautiful game of football is the fact that Arsenal is scoring from set pieces. That is their reasoning. Is the fact that Arsenal, on restarts, especially throw-ins, Arsenal is doing long throw balls. And slowly by slowly, teams are copying Arsenal on set pieces. Teams are copying Arsenal on those throw-ins and even on corners. Now every team wants to score or play like what Arsenal is doing, because Arsenal is like a virus. Arsenal has made these other teams to stop the fluidity and start playing the way Arsenal wants it to be played. And you know why? Because Arsenal has been the easiest target from pundits, from Arsenal opponents and haters. They always would want to look for a way on how to blame Arsenal on everything. They will always want to talk about Arsenal. I don't know, is it because Arsenal gives them topics to talk about, or Arsenal is a trend setter? But to be honest with you guys, they need to stop. They need to freaking stop already. When Arsenal was playing good game of football, fluidity, tiki-taka, here and there, when Arsene Wenger was there, Arsenal was not winning cups. Now they were saying football is not always about winning cups. About the beautiful game of football. Football is about winning cups. It doesn't matter how you win. But when Arsenal, right now, under Mikel Arteta, is trying to look for a weapon to use so that they can be able to win their games and win the cup, all of a sudden now, the narrative is changing that Arsenal is spoiling the beautiful game of football. And they are peddling this narrative everywhere. And I'm asking myself, when other teams score these corners, for instance, when they get corners, it is not a bad goal. But when Arsenal scores, it is a bad goal. The question that I'm asking, when will you stop talking about Arsenal? When will you stop? Because look, we have not carried any cup. So if we have not won any trophy for the last 5 seasons or 5 years. Now when Arsenal is trying to do everything to win these trophies, all of a sudden now Arsenal is spoiling everything. You need to stop. You need to stop talking so negatively about Arsenal. Let Arsenal be. Let Arsenal do what is good for them, what's going to help them carry trophies. Because now they are all of a sudden worried that should Arsenal go and win the EPL or the Champions League, they do not have somebody to blame. They do not have somebody that they will always be talking negative about. All of a sudden, their narratives are going to be rendered, useless. This is so annoying. Very, very annoying. Let Arsenal be. Arsenal, play your game the way you want to play. As long as you are winning, us as Arsenal fans, we are super excited. Very simple. This unnecessary narrative, this name calling of Arsenal, next season FC, trophyless FC, it will only stop if we win a cup, if Mikel Arteta proves them wrong by winning a cup. Because these pundits, these people that talk about football, they will not stop until Arsenal wins something. And I know they are scared that Arsenal looks very sharp and very ready to win cups. And that is why they are peddling all these unnecessary, nonsensical narratives. Very annoying. It is what it is. That is football for you.